Welcome back to another glorious day in this InterCorona Champions League game week 6. We're here today with the Republic of Ireland, shown on screen here. Collins, Long, Hurahan, McLean, Byrne, McCarthy, Stevens, Egan, Duffy, Coleman and Randolph facing off against the mighty Oxford with Dybala, Taylor, Hazard, Busquets, Modric, Mbappe, Ruffles, Chiellini, PK, Hansen and Alisson. Oxford unlucky in their last game, a couple of goals, but losing to Manchester City, unfortunately. Yet to win a game in this tournament. The Republic of Ireland currently standing on 1-1-2 in their wins, draws and losses. So with no further ado, let's get this game underway. As always, this is an AI-only tournament set to legendary 6 minutes per half. Teams are chosen by my friends. Players were drafted into those teams, depending on ratings. And then they chose how they were going to set up, and then we just let it get on its way. Republic of Ireland at home today, so Oxford making that short trip over. Let's get this going. The boys in green today. Oxford in their white away kit. We can see me with Jack Byrne being terrible at this game. Oh yes, an actual goal. Through ball. Oh no, terrible through ball again. Let's menu that. We know I'm terrible at this game by now. Let's wait for that crowd to kick in. Welcome back to the InterCorona Champions League. We're here in game week 6 with this fantastic matchup between the Republic of Ireland and Oxford United. We can hear the team sheet for the Republic of Ireland being read out at the moment.
James McCarthy. Number 11, James McLean. And number 9, Shane Long.
Ireland drawing their last match 1-1 after an early corker of a goal from Shane Long was cancelled out late on by Harry Kane against Colchester. Hoping to get back to winning ways today. Oxford, like I said earlier, lost their previous game 4-2 to Manchester City. Took a 1-0 lead, but were unable to hold on to it. A period of dominance from City spelt the end of that chance. Yet to win in the tournament, they'll be hoping to change that today, and we can see the amount of Oxford fans who've come over for the game today, filling up the corner of the stadium, doing their club proud. That all familiar handshake by now as we get ready to get started. Chiellini captaining Oxford today, as he has done for the majority of this competition. The network quality problems making a brief highlight as they have done from game to game. We can see the Republic of Ireland team there. Randolph, Stevens, Egan, Duffy and Coleman in the defence. McCarthy at centre midfield there. We have McLean and Byrne spiriting Sadio, Mane and Salah. Hurahan in the midfield. Collins up top as Antoine Griezmann, and Shane Long with 2 goals, 1 assist and an absolutely cracking performance in the previous games. Alisson for Oxford United. Ruffles, Chiellini, PK and Hansen in the midfield. Hazard, Busquets, Modric and Mbappe. There we go. Sorry, I said the defence in the midfield. And up top, Dybala and Taylor. Dybala with an immediate impact since the switch in formation to the 4-4-2. Let's see what these two teams get underway. Earlier this week, the Republic of Ireland manager showed no faith in his squad. And many have been left questioning the manager's devotion to the national team in general. Modric finding some great space in midfield there. Busquets now dispossessed though. And Ireland looked to break forward. Maybe he was hoping to fire his players into action. But some of the words he said regarding the quality of players on the Ireland team was inflammatory. They find a bit of space here though. McLean picking up the ball. Can he get the cross off? He does so. It's well cleared. You can see Shane Long waiting to pick up that early goal, an early chance he's been accustomed to. Byrne now to take the throw. Keep hold of it. Coleman now whips the ball in. Dealt with well by Allison. Bundles PK out the way to make sure he can collect it. Chiellini managing to get the ball out of midfield. Modric now has got a lot of space thanks to Chiellini's work. Oxford will try and find those pockets and make those runs. The computer loves a 1-2 and the 4-4-2 works perfectly for it. Need to get the ball back here though. Ireland holding a spell of possession and will be looking to pull those players out of position. They just need to find enough time and space for Shane Long to have a first time shot, and they know they can get a goal. The runs are going on, but they're not looking like they're trying to press too hard. One of these passes will go awry, but Shane Long now doesn't know the meaning of the word. The quick passes start coming in, the space is made, puts the through ball in. What can they make here? Collins lays it off. What will Horahan do? Plays it back. It's just too intricate. And of course, Oxford, do eventually win the ball back. Ireland now still with the ball, give it away needlessly. The Irish defence there. Taylor now with the ball into Dybala, who finds Mbappe. Dybala's still in the middle, as is Taylor. Taylor now can't quite get there in time. Headed out for Ireland's throw-in. Not the best header there by Hansen at right back. Stevens doing well to hold that ball there, find that space. Oxford not pressing too hard at the moment, and Ireland will try and take advantage of that. They're in behind their men. And great challenge there by Busquets to give them a bit of time to compose themselves, and they'll win the ball back from the throw-in. Allison now with a brief touch of the ball. The network quality problem showing up as they start passing it, just backing around each other in defence. Busquets now though with a little bit of a run into the midfield. That's a great pass through the needle there for Taylor, who's just unlucky to find Dybala, but gets it back. And now Dybala's just offside. Oxford thought they were in there, and we've seen what Dybala can do given time to run onto a ball. You have to say he's unlucky there. You've seen those given either way, and it looks like no, the computer knows best, but I think that's an armpit decision. The computer knows more than I do. Taylor now with the ball. It knows where the hitboxes begin and end for the players, and I do not exactly. And Oxford have to feel unlucky with that decision. Ireland now found a bit of space, and Stevens can run here. It took a bit of time to be pressed by Hansen, who just kind of watched. He's found that space. McLean was behind him, now it's McCarthy. Looking to work the ball in again. What will McLean do? Chips it in. Ball cleared by the Oxford defence. They need to try and create a few chances of their own here, because Ireland are working it well, but just not finding that final ball. But you know they will one of these days. Again, a few of the network quality problems there. Ball over the top doesn't work out, mopped up well, but we've seen a few of those quick passes to clear it given away in previous games. Again, that's given away needlessly in the centre of the park. Chiellini now with a bit of a run into midfield. Taylor will pick it up but can't play the ball out. Play's doing well to hold on to it here. And Oxford now have had a nice spell of possession. What can they do? Modric turns the man. Got players ahead of him. Turns again. Lays it off. Busquets is in the middle. He'll get it back. They need to have a shot here. Modric looking for it. It's Taylor now. Taylor with the shot. Saved by Randolph. Went to the high and on the near post and needed to try low or maybe to the far. Won back by Oxford, that was our first shot of the game here in the 40th minute. These two teams cancelling each other out well. And we've not had a game like this for a while in the InterCorona Champions League. Oxford trying to draw Ireland onto them. The Irish holding that line there. They play it around them though if they can get this space. The through balls just doesn't keep them off for them. Dybala now turns his man. We've seen him do that time and time again in games. What can Hazard do? Lovely little backheel. Busquets got players ahead of him. He's been shown to be able to shoot. Does take the shot, but it's just not on target, and it's not ideal for Oxford. They need to be finding a better chance than that at the end of the spells of possession. They're holding the ball well, turning it back, but it needs to be Dybala or someone else finding those long shots. We want Busquets running on to through balls and passes. Needs a little bit more time. 2 minutes of injury time here. And you have to imagine there won't be many more chances in the half. Or well, maybe it's just kicked straight back at Taylor. First times it. Randolph able to catch. What was that by the Irish goalkeeper? Here we are at the half time. Here's the highlights for us. Very few of them. 45th minute, Sergio Busquets drives it wide of the left, and that's all they have to show us. Both teams having spells of possession, but just not managed to take a chance. The Irish there, as you can see, particularly guilty of it. Oxford managing to get the shot away, so this could go either way at half time. And we'll get started back with the action with Oxford kicking off. Oxford here can work the ball between themselves. They need players to open up in front, otherwise they just pass it straight to Ireland, and McLean holds off his man, can break at the Oxford defence, chooses not to. Players just passing it backwards and forwards at the moment, but they're trying to find that space, it's just not coming off. McLean now can get the run. Puts the ball in. Is anybody going to get there? Well taken there, just to take it off the heads of the Irish players by Allison. See the goalkeeper stretching there, just in case. Ready for the call up. I'm not sure he'll be coming on. There's McLean now. The shove in the back, working out for Oxford. Chiellini showing he still has all those tricks up his sleeve. What can they break here? And they just give it back to Ireland. These centre of the park passes really going badly for the two teams. Again, given away. Oxford need to get further forward. No one making the runs. Now we can see it from Taylor, looking to force that space. This could be a nicely worked move. Dybala picking it up with a man to run at. Hazard now as well has a lot of space in front of him. Can he have the shot? He does do, and it's in the back of the net. Randolph can do nothing about it. You can see all he had in mind was putting his head down and putting his foot through that ball. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, bang. No doubt what he was going to do there. Randolph powerless to stop that. Ireland leave the opening, and it's all Oxford were waiting for. Second goal of the season for Hazard. Finally coming into his own with this new formation change, getting back on to the score sheet. He and Dybala copying each other exactly there in the previous scene, if you notice that.
Number 7, Hazard.
Oxford now try and hold on to this lead. Half an hour left for the Irish to get back into this one. They're finding some space though. Byrne now drives forward, puts the cross in. Keeper's not able to deal with it, but now he will. Collects it somewhat theatrically, to say the least. And Oxford now will look to get forward. 4 shots to Oxford's 1, but it's given away. What will happen here? Shane Long puts it in. That's all he's been doing recently. You give him one chance and he's going to put it in the back of the net, and that was poor from Oxford. The boys in green, back on the score sheet, back in the game. Another needless pass in the midfield, couple of quick passes and Long's in space. You can see how happy he is there with that goal. Not quite as beautiful as some previous goals, but no less effective. They all count the same in the end.
Goal for the host.
Oxford
9,
now need
Shane
a
Long.
goal yet to win in the tournament, as we've said. 3 draws and a loss. In almost every game they've taken a lead and surrendered it. Collins now with a bit of space. They didn't see Byrne on the right hand side, who was acres ahead of him, though. This is in. Horahan now puts the pass across. No one's there to get to it. And Oxford incredibly fortunate that this is still only 1-1. No chance by Allison, not able to get out quick enough. What can he do here? What will the manager be saying to his team if the game holds the Oxford manager at this rate? You can hear the Irish boys, they know they can take this 3 points. They can smell the blood, and you can see them trying to find those pockets of space. The back heel finds its man. McCarthy now long with the cross. Great save by Allison to deny Ireland. That's a poor clearance though. The volley is pushed wide by Allison again, keeping his team in this game. Falls again on that first time volley, and you know that Long loves those. Allison getting his fingers to it. Let's see what Ireland can do from this corner. Whipped in, the ball flicked on, but dealt with well. Ireland, though, again with possession. Colchester having very little in this second half. That's been the case with them in a lot of games. Passed off well. Kept hold of, and a great save by Allison there.
For the Republic of Ireland. Coming off the pitch. Number 23.
This time Coleman breaking forward, the ball bobbling, and he takes his chance.
Number 8, Alan Brown.
Alan Brown now coming on for the Republic of Ireland. Well, McCarthy there, Oxford getting it out well, but there's no one up top to hold on to it. Brown now with his first bit of the ball. Ireland having it all in this second half. Tipped away again by Allison. You have to say he's been top form. But it's back with Ireland again on the break. Mix it up themselves. Coleman now, will he get the cross off? He does. Collected by Byrne. Try another cross. But it's out for the goal kick. Ireland unable to do anything with this possession. With these attacks, Shane Long now coming off. 3 goals in this tournament. And we see Maguire coming on. Oxford could do with making a few changes here. See if that can liven things up as Ireland again get the ball back. The possession, there we go, last 15 minutes, 72% possession. to Ireland. But now we finally have a chance for Oxford. Dybala finding that bit of space that he loves. He's got players in the middle. Turns it back. The ball in isn't a good one. Doesn't quite find its man. But now they've got the ball in their opposition's half. Have found a bit of space. What can they do with these short passes? Need to have a shot before it gets too intricate. Modric now. Great layoff to Taylor. Lay it back to Modric, you'd hope. Doesn't do it and loses the ball.
The fourth official has indicated
PK passing it off.
Of 3 minutes of added time.
3 minutes of added time. Neither team looking like scoring here with a minute to go. Need something magical from them. And they're just passing it around. No runs happening. No one following. Giving away. And maybe Ireland will get a late chance, but they can't get forward in time. And that was not the best half of football that we've ever seen. Oxford again losing an early lead and yet to win in the tournament. 4 draws now and 1 loss, while the Republic of Ireland 1 win, 2 draws and 2 losses. Clawing it back to that man again, Shane Long. First half, very little happening. Colchester with spells, but unable to do anything with it. They had a chance in the second half. Hazard not able to convert. Oh, no, Hazard with the goal, sorry, in the 57th minute, early in that second half. And Oxford here were hoping they could hold on to it, but no, 64 minutes. Shane Long gets the ball in their box. And just puts it into the back of the net. Ireland with some late chances. Shane Long again. Allison getting the fingertips to it, just managing to turn it away. Oxford did have that late foray, but we most likely won't see it. But we have Coleman again. Ireland kept having these chances, and Allison, you have to say, although Oxford has succumbed their lead, Ireland had much the better opportunities in that second half. Just goes to show you have to take those chances in the first half when they come to you. Ireland there, after nothing in the first half, 6 shots, 3 on target in the second. Oxford 5 and 2. Possession just about even, but there was some heavy dominance at times by the Irish during that second half. End the match to draw, so we can have a go look at those player stats. There we can see the Irish. 1 goal for Shane Long, the assist for McCarthy on shots, passes, dribbles, crosses, tackles, saves. 2 for Randolph there, saves. 7 saves for Allison, we can see. Absolutely fantastic job. Tackles, crosses, dribbles, passes, shots. Our assists, 1 for Dybala, the goal for Hazard. 1-1 here at the end of the day in Ireland. Thank you for joining me for this fantastic game in game week 6. It's been slightly less goal-filled than previous ones. And I hope you'll join us next time for another game week 6 edition of the InterCorona Champions League. I've been your host, Jack Harden. Good night.